Hello, class, and welcome to today's lesson. I wanted to show you something that we can do. Google Sheets is a fairly powerful tool for taking in data and doing quick calculations with it. Now, in our case, when we're talking about budgeting, it can also be used for those purposes also. So here's a sample expense record. And this looks like an activity we may have done in class, where for each week of the month, we were logging in our expenses, maybe by looking at our receipts and things like that. And we have a question is, well, am I staying within my budget? Am I making sure I'm not spending too much in certain areas? So whatever our fictitious budget is, we would be able to compare this to that. Well, Google Sheets allows us to do that pretty quickly, and I'm going to show us how today. So let's say I wanted to count up my expenses here for food, here for food, here for food, and here for food. Well, I can go to this cell here, and up here where it looks like function, I'm actually going to use a Google Sheet function. I'm going to put down equals, and something comes up here, press enter to select suggestion. I actually do want to use this suggestion, suggested based on the data. And what it is it's sum, and then it includes the cells from B3 to E3. So I'm going to click on that. Sum from B3 to E3. I'll hit enter. And automatically it's as if I put all these four things into the calculator and went ahead and calculated it for me. Now what I can do is I can actually take this function and spread it downward for all my other categories. So I'm going to click on the cell, get it so that the crosshairs show up bottom right, spread it down, all the way down. And then all of a sudden, I have the totals for each of these categories for the 4 weeks. For example, in clothing, I only spent $19.99 in 4 weeks. Well, $19.99 plus 0, that's what I get. How about I was getting gas in week 1 and week 4? Well, the total for the 4 weeks is that plus that, 61.61. So on and so forth for the whole month. Now I have all my totals. Now let's say we wanted to compare week to week expenses. Well, I can actually do the same thing down here. I can get the total for week 1. I'll put equals. And in case this doesn't show up, I have the suggestion here. You can always go type it in yourself. Sum. I'll go here. I'll select this value. And I'll go all the way down to this value. And I'll hit enter. It gave me the sum for each of the weeks. And I can spread it over, and it'll give me the sums for my other weeks too. Now for this last one, you can get the total of either all the categories put together or the total of all the weeks put together. So I'll do that here. $977.04. That's how you figure out your total expenses using a spreadsheet. So I'm going to have you do one yourself, and I'm going to ask you to show me what you get. But I'll give you the step-by-step instructions also. So until next time, class.